What's up, everybody? It is the Best Bot Kid Smooth, and I'm back with another video. And today, man, this video is going to be a little bit controversial because over the years, I've talked hella crap about PC gaming. And today, I find myself asking, do I really want to play games on PC? Should I really start taking PC game just a little bit more seriously? I asked that because after a long search and find to upgrade my sorry, throat. After a long search to kind of like upgrade my GPU, it's just like I was like, it's not even freaking worth it. As you guys know, I've built my PC back in 2016. It was back when the 980 Ti was the GPU to have, right? You know what I mean? And then since then, I've upgraded different things. I changed out my my casing, got a new motherboard, a new CPU, upgraded the RAM. I've added another SSD. And the last thing I failed to upgrade was the GPU because of lack of availability, and obviously with the whole chip shortage and the price gouging and scalping they were doing, it just didn't seem, possible. So I've had a 980 Ti up and literally until a couple weeks ago. So then I finally came across on Best Buy a 3070 Ti at like a reasonable price. I still think it was probably $100 more than retail. I got it for like $600 or something like that. I believe that the price I got it for. I'm not sure what the retail is, but it was brand new and stuff like that. It was sold by Best Buy, but I feel like I don't know if that's the retail price, but it costed like $600 or $700, right? So I was like, you know what? Let me just grab it. And the only reason why at this point, the only reason why I wanted to upgrade my GPU is so I can use my capture card. It's an Elgato 4K internal capture card, which I found out doesn't work regardless. So now I just have to just wasted space in here just there because I wanted a dedicated GPU for my Xbox, not GPU, dedicated capture card for my Xbox and a dedicated one for my PlayStation, so I can do comparison videos and all that other jazz. Then Elgato ended up announcing like a VR compatible thing, so I ended up buying that and the GPU at the same time. So it came to the point, it's like, okay, well, now that I have it, I have to get my money's worth out of it. I actually got to use it. Shout out to BBQ Sauce, BBQ. I know I'm saying his name wrong. He gifted me Ghostwire Tokyo. Played that. Bless Fred helped me optimize my monitor settings because I wasn't getting what I was looking for out of it. Ran that game. I'm able to hit 4K with DLS ray tracing at 60 frames per second or better. Not really liking the game. I think it's kind of boring, dull, and whatnot. So I don't see myself playing it past what I've done so far. I played Halo Infinite on it. That was like cool. But I'll tell you guys now, Halo Infinite on Xbox Series X and Halo Infinite at the high settings I could play them at on my PC, it's literally the same. Literally the same. No different. So it's like, all right, okay. I'll play on, PC if I want to stream. Stream it since I got my Xbox currently hooked up to the TV. Or when I'm playing at the TV, I'll just play it on my Xbox. But there's no benefit to Halo Infinite playing on PC or on console. They look identical, right? So that was one thing. And then I started looking at things because the thing is that I'm not going to sit there and download a bunch of old ass games on my Steam account because I have a ton of games on Steam that I could pretty much start, messing around with. I have a ton of games on Steam that I could start messing around with. But I was like, I'm not going to do that. In order for me to get the most out of my PC, or to feel like, all right, I have to play something that I would play on my console. I would have to play something like new, something engaging, something that I would actually sit and do a full playthrough. I think the last game that I've beaten on PC was either Rise and Rome or Tomb Raider, maybe Street Fighter. I don't know, one of those. But the thing is, Rise I've had already beaten multiple times on Xbox. Tomb Raider I've already beaten multiple times on Xbox. I think Street Fighter was the only game where it was like, okay, well, I can't play it on Xbox. I can play it on PC, right? So now I was like, okay, so Ghostwire Tokyo was going to be that. But Ghostwire Tokyo is kind of a crap game. I don't like it. I think it's boring. I don't think it doesn't look all that impressive for me. So it's like, all right, this is kind of a skip. But there are some games coming out that I am highly interested in, right? So Uncharted Lost Legacy Collection. I know it's available on the PlayStation 5. But why? I can get it on PC. I know it's available now on PlayStation, but I can get it on PC and play it where I'm most comfortable. On this is my new dedicated, PC controller, just the blue Series X controller. I could play it there with comfort, so that's what I plan. I don't know when it's coming. It's supposed to be coming this summer. And then you got a game like Forspoken, which this is just clutch for me. Now I'm one of the rare people that actually think Forspoken looks kind of good, looks dope. And I'm like, PlayStation apparently thinks it looks good because they signed off a 2-year exclusivity deal on it, which I think is criminal. I'm not sure why the FTC isn't looking into that, but I think which is a criminal deal. But it is coming to Xbox PC day one with Xbox achievements, so I can literally enjoy it as an Xbox game and get Xbox achievement. This would have been a game I probably would have purchased on Steam, but I prefer Xbox achievements over Steam achievements. So the only thing I'm just hoping and praying is that it runs better than Final Fantasy 7 remake, which is on PC, but I hear it's a garbage port, and I'm hoping this game doesn't suffer the same fate. And then you also got to factor in the whole Microsoft Store flaw, whether you're better off buying your games off Steam than from the Microsoft Store. So this would be a big gamble for me. And then I started thinking about it. A lot of people said when I got my 3070 Ti, it was like, you don't need your Xbox. I'm like, but 90% of my gaming's on Xbox. It's like, I don't game full time on PC, but there is space in times where I feel like it's worthwhile. For example, games like Forspoken. It's going to be available on PlayStation. I'm pretty sure. I'm not pre-ordering it because I feel like some point in time I'll be able to get this game cheaper on PC prior to its releasing at some point. I think I'll be able to achieve that. So I got time. It'll come out in October. I got time. I have no need to pre-order it, right? But the thing is, there's games that I'd rather play on PlayStation. There's games I'd rather play on Xbox, and there's games that should be on Xbox that is not, that I can play on PC. And Forspoken is one of those games. So I've been looking at it. A lot of people think, I should get rid of my Xbox since the graphics card is apparently stronger or whatever. Or I can get game at better fidelity on Xbox games. Every Xbox game is available on PC. I know that. But I haven't played on PC in a while. And back when my PC was a legit challenge to an Xbox console, it was back when that 980 Ti, I gamed a little bit here and there. But the whole crossplay thing wasn't fully in effect. Now it is. So all it would be, honestly, would be an extension. If I want to play, I'll play Halo on PC when I'm streaming. I will play Xbox games when I'm streaming, because at this point, I'm over moving my consoles or having two consoles, whatever. So I will put more of a contorted effort to use my PC now that I have an up-to-date GPU. And there's some games on there that I have interest in playing. But I looked at it for another reason, right? I can always get rid of my PlayStation, because at the end of the day, right, any remaster that they make, like for example, once they decide they're going to do a PS5 port of The Last of Us or a PS5 port of another PlayStation 4 game that they're likely going to bring to PC, there's no need to get it on PS5 at that point. Like for example, Uncharted, I played and beat both Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. So the only point of me really, I don't know how the trophies work, if they have separate trophies. Yeah, I think they have separate trophies. The only point of me playing it again on PlayStation is for the trophies and to play it at higher fidelity. Whereas on PC, I can get get, you know, the Steam achievements and play at significant higher fidelity, because I think the PlayStation 5 version is just like 4K 30, and then they got some like some hard like passes. You think it's 1440p 60 or 1080 120, where on PC I would be able to achieve 4K at 60 plus frames. Like that I already know. So it's at that point, by default, I'm better off. I think the game's gonna be like $50. I'll swing that. It is what it is, right? So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking about, well, the rest of the games that are coming out for PlayStation, right? Or the games that I would have gotten on PlayStation, which was Ghostwire Tokyo. I was gonna get that on PlayStation. And shout out to BBQ for gifting it to me on PC. So that solved that. It just so happens I don't like it. Uncharted, I wasn't gonna day one it because I didn't need to. I was like, I'll get it at some point. But now I got a PC that can actually run it better than PlayStation. I'll get that there. You also got to factor in, like I said, Forspoken. That was going to be a game I get on PlayStation. But I have a PC that will likely run it better, and we know this game's going to be running at questionable frame rate, so I'm going to just get it on PC, right? And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, there's no more games coming out for PlayStation exclusively that I want outside of God of War Ragnarok, which is, okay, I can hold out and play that, right? That is if they don't, you know, stealth drop or announce like a PC portion. But there was a leak, that NVIDIA leak, which showed a ton of games like Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that coming to PC. So right now, and PlayStation has a whole entire page on Steam, and I can buy literally the best games PlayStation provided over the last 5 years on PC. I'm not going to buy God of War because I don't see myself playing it again. I'm not one of those dudes that, you know, you get to update your computer and I'm just going to start buying a bunch of games I either already own just to see how they look, and then that's just a waste of money. So God of War, I have no reason to buy that. I played it once. I didn't feel the need to play through it again. I don't think it was that good. Uncharted, like I said, I love Uncharted and Tomb Raider games, so I would, like I said, I would rebuy this on the PlayStation 5. Just so happens I don't need to. I'm waiting for it to come to PC. Days Gone, didn't finish it on PlayStation. I have it on PlayStation. I have no really reason to buy it, so I'm kind of just let it be. Horizon Zero Dawn, no. I enjoyed it on PlayStation 4, and I'm struggling with Forbidden West on the PlayStation 5 because I find it boring right now. But we know more and more games are going to be coming to PC via PlayStation, and I have less reason to to pretty much keep my PlayStation, because I know a lot of people ask, "Whoa, you should get rid of your Xbox." I don't really have a reason to get rid of my Xbox. You know what I mean? Because I actually play and utilize my Xbox more. I don't play a lot on my PC, but when I do, I could literally use it to play the PlayStation games that I would play on PlayStation. Now, I'm not ready to get rid of my PlayStation 5 console, but I ponder the idea now that I got a decent PC build. I don't need it. And I don't need Xbox either, but I can never trust PC enough to go full PC. You know what I mean? So, but it is, at least this year, going to be an actual alternative for specific games, especially when PlayStation strikes those deals where they, you know, keep a game off Xbox, but they let it go to PC. And those games I would probably play on PC. I'll get my beta testing on PC, and then when it comes to Xbox, I'll double dip on some achievements and get it on Xbox. So I know this is just rambling, but I kind of wanted to share my thoughts. If you guys want to know what kind of PC I have right now, on my NVIDIA page, I think this is extremely small, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it. But it's a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 Ti. I have a i7 9700 CPU, which I'm probably a gen behind on a CPU, but so far it's been doing me justice. Shout out to Fat. Who hooked me up on this one? I don't want to mess it up. I think it was Fat Daddy. Cat Daddy. I said Fat Daddy. I think Cat Daddy. And obviously I have I have 16 gigs of RAM. I'm probably gonna up that fairly soon. And the monitor I'm playing on them is a 4K 144 hertz monitor. It's the Aurus, which was the monitor I was looking to downsize, which I have a LG 144 hertz monitor in my cart, which is 27 inches, that I'm probably going to get. It would just be kind of premature to do it with two. I have 3 monitors, and I'm not ready to get rid of them because I don't have like an actual buyer. But yeah, PC gaming, I am returning somewhat to it, and I think for a while I'll be able to play, decent amount of games. The only thing I don't like about PC gaming, remember my 980 Ti I had since 2016. That was a long time. And they come out with these stupid ass graphics cards like every 2 years. I know they're already talking about the 40 series cards. I'm not that much of a PC gamer to do that. So when shit like that happens, I'd rather hop on a freaking refresh of the current gen consoles before I do all this chasing $800 graphics cards again. But that is the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts. And if you guys have any recommendations, because literally I haven't really been playing shit on my PC because I thought Ghostwire Tokyo would be that good. It wasn't. And now I feel like I have nothing to freaking play. So now I'm literally waiting for games like Uncharted and Forspoken. And what maybe some other games that may surprise me. But right now, there's Game Pass and stuff like that. But if it's on Game Pass, chances are, and I'm interested in it, I already played it on Xbox. So I need something new, recent, and intriguing enough for me to actually sit through and play. But that's the video, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. As I almost forgot, Xbox is the best box. I am the best spot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. I'm out of here.